I have a few guests here today this morning. You do recall Miss Deanna Moore. Deanna Moore, she's a student here in communications at Winston-Salem State University. She will be covering a few things for us as far as your picks or what have you. I'll have her come on as well to let us know where we can follow her stream, because I know she likes to put just about a little bit of everything on Instagram.
Social media, yes.
Yep, on your social medias and things of that nature.
Yes.
And, well, let's see, where should I begin? My special guest, folks, I do have the lovely Chisa Pennix-Brown. She is going to bring it all to you right here on Triad and Focus. Again, in the absence of Mr. Ben Donnelly, he's given us the opportunity here at Winston-Salem State University for the students alike to get on the radio and show their thing. So, on behalf of Mr. Ben Donnelly and myself, good morning to you, Miss Pennix-Brown.
Good morning, good morning. I told Baron he has the best radio voice this morning, so that's a good thing to be on and early in the morning with somebody that sounds wonderful.
Thank you. Oh, I really appreciate that. Yes. I can always use a vote of confidence here. Hey, let me tell you something a little bit about Miss Pennix-Brown. She is a graduate of Elon University, received her bachelor's degree in corporate communications from Elon in 2001, marketing in Phoenix University, 2011 MBA graduate from the University of Phoenix, has over a decade in communications as a speaker, author, and CEO. Yes, you have heard it correctly. CEO, I said. Yes, she's a current resident of Greensboro, North Carolina, by way of money earning Mount Vernon. Yes, you heard me correctly.
914.
Yes, that's my radio neighbor. You know, I'm coming in out of Long Island, guys, so you know what's happening out here. So guess what, Miss Pennix-Brown? Welcome to you, and tell me a little bit about yourself and maybe whatever I didn't cover.
All right, well, thank you so much. My company name is Lady Business, and people also make it synonymous with my name. So if people don't recognize Chisa Pennix-Brown, then Lady Business is definitely what you need to know. I teach for a number of small business centers throughout the state of North Carolina, probably around 20 of them. And in the state, we have 58 small business centers. So my goal was to take over. And we've been able to pretty much do that all over the state. So I also have the moniker of being NC's #1 small business facilitator, because we teach classes, you know, just about every week throughout the year, and then sometimes multiple even in a day. And being able to reach people, empower them, and help them start their businesses is really the thing that motivates me. So that's what I do, is teach people how to start their businesses. And then outside of that, I do some events that are geared toward women and also geared toward entrepreneurship. So it helps me to be well versed.
Right.
I love to work with nonprofits, and definitely help people even one-on-one with some coaching. So it's a wide variety of things, but it all is centered around educating our people and making sure that people are aware of the benefits and the resources that are available to them in the Triad.
Well, that is a beautiful thing. See, when I'm talking about nonprofits, folks, we're talking about just something that's out there really helping the people. And speaking of that nonprofit consortium that you have coming up, give me a little bit of something about that and what's going on with it.
Definitely. So I am a member of the Guilford County Nonprofit Consortium. So the Nonprofit Consortium, what it does is it helps people that are interested in either starting a nonprofit, already have one, or they're looking to grow their nonprofit. And what they do is they have board academies, so it has training to teach you what you need to do to have an effective board. But then there are also other things as far as the support that nonprofits may need. And the biggest thing, of course, that nonprofits need is fundraising. So how do you do that? How do you make it better for people to get the funds in that they need to help the affected population? And so we have a Tech Thursday series. It was kind of dying down a little bit. And then I said at the end of last year, I would love to take over Tech Thursdays, because I think that we can revitalize it. And so this year we've been having some record numbers of people that have been coming out to Tech Thursday, because they know what's happening in advance. It's also things that they can use and implement immediately. And it just really helps them to be able to market their nonprofit a lot better. So a lot of the tech stuff that we're doing does center around them being able to market, save money, and it definitely makes it easier for the nonprofits to be able to operate if they have that knowledge.
Right. Well, you hear that, Deanna? Save money. That's key, right?
Save money. Yeah.
Well, guess what? You know what? That was just a little bit of what's going on with you, Miss Brown. In fact, folks, let me give you a few attributes of Miss Brown here. She's the recipient of the Best Speaker, Evaluator, and Speakerpreneur Toastmasters. Let me ask you this: what is a Speakerpreneur?
Well, Speakerpreneur is it was was, because now it's disbanded because people just grow apart, and so then the time didn't work. So at the time, we were the only like lunchtime Toastmasters group that was around. So Toastmasters is an international organization which helps people to be better speakers.
Right.
So I joined a couple of years ago because one of my mentors, Mr. Will Hall, was like, you should definitely come. And I can tell you that it's been an impact in my life as an individual because I knew I wanted to be a speaker. And just looking back, when you see the people that are great at being able to tell stories, Maya Angelou was one of the people that I looked at and I was like, you know what? She can just start talking and envelop you in a story in a couple of moments. And it sounds like it's this, this great story, walk down memory lane.
Excellent.
But then she pulls it back into something that you can use for your life.
Right.
And something that's applicable immediately. So that whole thing, I'm not a Maya Angelou, but I have my own version with Lady Business. And I love to be able to tell stories and make people understand why things are important. And I think that when you're talking about the population that I work with which is adults, a lot of times they need to understand the storytelling is what pulls people into it. So if you have a nonprofit or a for-profit business, it can't just be, we want to help, or I got a business, buy some stuff from me. It has to be a reason why people want to buy into it. So as business owners, we need to be problem solvers. And if you can figure out how to tell your story, what's the inspiration behind it, why should people buy into it, why should people donate, it makes a big difference.
That is exactly dead on. This is the point that I was been making. In fact, when I'm speaking to a few of the students that's just on campus here, I have a couple of sidebars going on and just kind of briefing them as to different businesses and what they could do with their business. You're about to exit the campus here. You want to get yourself educated as to how to bring yourself up and how to promote yourself. Yes, starting right now. Yes, don't wait until the end.
You are preaching to the choir, and that's it. You are, because my thing is, I have an initiative that will probably start in the next semester, so in fall semester, to specifically work with HBCUs. Because if people saw themselves as brands, they would conduct themselves differently. They would not wait till it's senior year and they have to get an internship to do that. So if you're more proactive with the things that you do and seeking out those opportunities, you'd be amazed at what you could produce and the type of person that you'll turn into, because you're not just saying, okay, let me finish this assignment. You're saying, okay, I want to do this assignment, but then I need to make sure that I'm getting my internship, so I need to send out those resumes.
Exactly.
I need to make sure that my LinkedIn profile is up. I need to do all of those things to make myself attractive to, the person that may be interested in hiring me.
Yes. Exactly. That's the point that I've been making. So given the importance of social media in today's communications overall, how important is business branding?
Okay, business branding is one of the most important things, and what I can say for me, I adopted the whole business branding because the company name is Lady Business, and my thing was, if you can start to look at everything and keep it consistent, whether that is the names that you're using, the colors that you're using, the fonts, people will start to see and notice your stuff, even if it's from afar. And so you want people to know that you are associated with quality and that you are worth spending money with and time with.
Yes.
So for me, that's a part of building a brand, because you could have a brand and people, your brand is not desirable too. Yes. So we want people to have a desirable brand that makes people want to spend money with you and interact.
Indeed. And guess what, folks? You're going to learn everything you need to know from Ms. Pennix-Brown here shortly. But in the meantime, I'm about to take a special break right now for you guys. I'm going to let you kind of absorb and soak all of that in right now. Get it in. Yes, in fact, we will be back with Ms. Pennix-Brown right after this song that I'm going to have coming up for you. So let's get ourselves going this morning, shall we? Yes, let's do what we have to do. Your man, Baron Bruce, WSNC Genuine Jazz, 90.5 FM.
This sounds good.
Yeah, that was good.
Here we go. Yes.
Question.
Yes, this is what I'm talking about. School yourself. Do your homework.
Yes, definitely.
Do your homework. So now, CEO of Lady Business.
Lady Business.
Okay. Now, what does Lady Business encompass? Because this is we're going to come back from.
So, Lady Business encompasses me teaching, definitely the event when it says your action plan for success. So, it is a book, but it's also a workbook where it gives you instructions. Now, the difference in my book and then some of the other people's books is I wanted to give you actionable plans for what you need to do. And so I realized that there are a lot of people that don't necessarily want to start a business, but they want to save money. Right. So there's portions in there about saving money specifically and how to do it so that this way you can get whatever you want. The purpose of the 90-day focus is for you to take 90 consecutive days, 90 minutes a day to do something that goes toward that passion project or filling that goal. So you can have a personal goal or a business goal or a combination of both of those things. But you still need to make sure that there are action steps that are in progress.
True.
So what I see is people are like, well, how can I get to that person? What do I need to have? My thing is, it needs to be a plan. So if you're telling me you want to be on the radio, what are they going to ask? If you're saying you want to be on the radio, they're going to ask you for your bio and your photo.
Exactly.
But they don't want to see a car selfie. You need to have a bio that makes it sound like, you know, you're worth bringing on to the radio or onto the television.
Yeah, indeed.
So if you know that that's your goal, is to get to the radio, there are things that you have to do before you get to the radio. And that'll make a big difference. So for me, it was, let me give you the instructions of what to do, how to do it, and you put it together for yourself. But here's the goals. And then also for people that are in business, when you look at marketing, people have to be more proactive with their marketing.
True.
So it gives them steps for things that happen each month that they can go ahead and assign to their business, so that it makes it easier for them to market and to think about what they need to do in advance.
Exactly. Exactly. So guess what? You know what? It's because of those goals that she's been achieving, Miss Chisa Brown, being the CEO that you are of Lady Business. Oh, you know what? In fact, guys, let me blow her up real quick here. You know, you can reach her at info@ladybusiness.com. Also, www.ladybusiness.com. Guys, I need you to really check out this site. I want you to know she is the bubbliest person. She really has this thing, this game on lock. As far as empowerment, you know, you really want to know that you can achieve your goals. If you need someone that can definitely help you achieve your goals, it is definitely Miss Pennix-Brown. That will do it for you, okay?
So I would say if you're in North Carolina right now, I would gear you towards more the Raleigh-Durham chapter or the Charlotte chapter, because they are currently active. And that would give you some of the influence and some of the connections that you might need. So part of business development, it attracted me because I was like, well, if I can learn more about what to do to get some of the funding. So like this month is Financial Literacy Month, and my theme for right now, we are in the season of Where the Money At. So where the money at?
Where the money at?
That's the season that we're in. And so if I could figure out how to get more sponsorships and learn some of those things that I need to do to connect, that was a big influence for me. And so that's been something that's been influential in my business as well. So I want people to understand that you don't have to know everything, but you need to find a mentor. You need to find somebody else that can be influential in your life and connect you to those people. And so when we're talking about the events and the organizations that you join, it is important that you surround yourself with people who know a little bit more than you.
Right. This is, exactly. So see, we know what's going on out here, folks. You know what? Speaking of letting everybody know who you are exactly, and you are exactly listening to Miss Chisa Pennix-Brown, who's definitely has a excellent motto. I just want to kind of, you know, divert here and just go into this. Her motto is show up and show out. Show up and show out. Miss Brown, when you say show up and show out, who are you speaking to, and what is it that you're trying to ask that individual to do?
Well, when I tell people to show up and show out, and I've been saying this for now, I don't know, maybe like 7-8 years or so. So before Bruno Mars tried to take it and make Uptown Funk, right?
I know that's right.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Bruno. Let me get a check. But no, the whole purpose was you don't have to be the loudest person in the room, but you do need to show up. Because that one thing that you said you didn't want to go to, that thing that you thought you weren't going to meet anybody at, that's the thing where you would have been able to connect with somebody. So being in the room makes a big difference. And then the show out part is, you know, making sure that you're connecting, following through with people, letting people know who you are. And so if you see yourself as a brand, then you know that you'll definitely show up and show out. But even if you're not in the room, people will still know about you.
Exactly.
So that's really, you know, that show up and show out attitude and that mentality.
Right. You know, because typically the saying is, you know, it's not who you know, or it's not what you know, but who you know. But I also heard someone, I can't recall at the time, but they said it's not about who you know, but who knows you. You know, and that's what it really comes down. You know, I know Oprah, but Oprah doesn't know me.
That's right.
You know, so really it's about getting yourself out there and putting yourself out there to the point where you get people, you know, you're networking and you're connecting, getting the folks to know who you are and to keep your name in their mouths.
Definitely.
You know, and
see,
that's what you want to do.
that is awesome. That's exactly the thing, because my thing was I wanted to be known. If I'm telling you I'm NC's #1 small business facilitator, when you think of small business, I want you to think of coming to me. So even recently, I just got the email that said that I've been nominated for Small Business Advocate of the Year
Wow.
for the Greensboro Chamber of Commerce. So that meant somebody knew me. Somebody thought
knows.
that it was
Somebody's
worth making a
paying attention to you.
nomination. Yeah.
Exactly.
So, you know, I think that you can draw people to you, you
Yes.
know, and everybody has this light that's inside of them. And some people's is a little bit dimmer than others.
Right.
I want mine to shine as brightly as possible.
Yes, yes.
But
yes.
also know that I can give a little bit of my light to somebody else, and it's not dimming me at all. You know,
Yes.
we're just doing a little transfer of energy, because you may have an opportunity later on, and just because somebody is just starting, or if you feel like, you know, quote unquote, they're beneath you because they don't have this connection, you don't know who that person knows.
That's right.
You know, you can't tell what kind of money is in that person's pocket, you know,
Yeah,
just
exactly.
because of their appearance on the outside. So you just kind of, you know, got to see what people are really about. And then the ones that are ride or die for you, the ones that connect, the ones that tell you, here's this opportunity, and they're not stingy, those are the people that you know, you want to kind of attach yourself to. And see what that next opportunity is for yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, do you hear what this lady is saying? This is why she is CEO of LadyBusiness.com.
Yes.
This is why she has the #1 book out there on Amazon, which is the 90-Day Focus, Your Action Plan for Success. I really need you guys to go out there and just totally break the bank. I really want you to just totally put that server out of business as far as Amazon is concerned. Lock it down. I want you guys to get out there and get this 90-Day Focus, Your Action Plan for Success. Ms. Chisa Brown, I really want to thank you for joining us today for Triad and Focus.
Definitely.
Is there anyone out there that you want to say anything special to? Or?
I'm gonna shout out to my mama. No, I'm but no, I think that one of the biggest things, if I'm gonna shout out anybody right now, I want to shout out Thaddeus McEwen. He's one of the professors at A&T that helped me to put together this Monetize Your Ideas thing that's gonna be happening on Monday.
Right.
So Monday night 6 to 8, if you can come out, it's gonna be in the academic building, and we're gonna be talking about how you can do the types of things that we're talking about. Start your business online.
Right.
So if you decide you want to do a podcast, if you want to do a magazine, if you wanted to have a radio show like this, if you want to have a t-shirt line, all of those things are things that we're going to be talking about on Monday. And I'm not stingy with the information. I'm going to tell you where to go, so that this way you can start it and you can have that extra form of income.
Let's hear it. We got 15 seconds to let everybody know what's going on here. And also, Deanna, you were just saying this morning as well that you have something going on at the National Black Theater Festival.
Y'all, the National Black Theater Festival is on the way. It is coming this year. I'm pretty sure everyone knows it comes every other year, so get ready for this summer. It's about to be popping. So ladies and gentlemen, if you know how to model, if you can style, let's see what else, makeup artists, designers, backup stage assistants, come out next Saturday at Carver High School from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. and come out and try out for us. It's going to be a great modeling troupe this summer, so we're looking forward to you all next Saturday. Come through.
Their moral compass, non-existent.
Good. I got you.
Their mission, personal self-advancement, construction of Western
I'm
values.
sorry.
As CIA
No,
Chief
it was good. It was good.
Okay, because I was like, no.
Nope, we got what we need. We got what we
Alright,
need. The important part is the
You
person
guys are
information.
marvelous.
Yes.
Oh man, Ms. Brown, I
Okay.
really appreciate it.
All right, you know we need some pictures, right?
Yeah.